Yo, what's going on, everyone? I was just playing Xbox, just playing some fucking Guitar Hero. Activision killed it off, and I got invited to an Xbox Live party with some of my friends, Untouchable and John Eady and stuff, and they're asking me, and everyone's been asking me, "Yo, team, when are you getting Marvel vs. Capcom 3? Are you getting it? Why aren't you getting it?" And they're like trying to, and I'm telling them, I'm not getting it. I am not paying $60 for this game. I will pay like $40 or $35, but I am not paying $60 for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I'm like, but it's really complex. And I'm like, tell them, it's Tatsunoko 2, man. It's not that complicated of a game to play and pick up and learn how to master. And I'm like, oh, you can do this and this and this, and it plays like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I know. No. I'm going to tell you why I am not paying $60 for Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and why you shouldn't either. Because this is bullshit what they're trying to do to us. But first, I've been playing fighting games for a really long time. My first ever fighting game, you can see that, King of Fighters 95 on Game Boy. This has a lot of use, man. I played this game a crap load. That's how I learned to play fighting games, was from this, like, doing all the special moves and stuff. And I'm a huge connoisseur of fighting games. I own a shitload on PS2, and these are just like the 2D ones where I was like, oh, these are established franchises or made by established franchises. I have a crap load up on that shelf. So I know a thing or two about fighting games, definitely. Definitely one of my favorite genres, I think, because it's very competitive, it's complex, it's not something you could just pick it up and be like, oh, I'm winning, like in Call of Duty. So I know what I'm talking about, and don't tell me I'm not, because I have crap loads of fighting games for other systems. I'll pull them all out and we'll have a huge fucking video about them. But anyway, why I'm not getting Marvel vs. Capcom 3? This game was hyped, man. This game was really hyped. I was really amped for it when it got announced. And huge fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I realized I had a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for both Xbox and PS2. That's when you know you have a true fan, when you own it for 2 systems and PS3, make it 3 systems. So I'm a really big Marvel vs. Capcom 2 fan. Always have been, always will be. I got MVC3 on Dreamcast, so I know my stuff when it comes to Marvel. And I was super hyped for MVC3. And I was like, yo, what are they going to do? Are they going to come in? Are they going hard? Bringing a lot of characters? I didn't think so, but, you got to always remain hopeful for those sort of things. Are they going to, revamp the game, or is it going to be like a sequel to MVC2? And it wasn't. It's absolutely nothing like MVC2. MVC2, I think, is a special game in the fact that there will never be another Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and there was only one Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You have that huge, 52 fighters? You'll never see 52 fighters in a game nowadays. You might, but you'll have to pay, $45 for DLC to get all the characters. But more on that in a bit, of course. So the fact that they took all those characters from MVC2, they had so much to work with. Me personally, my team in MVC2 was like Cable, Cyclops, Iceman, Spider-Man, Captain Commando. Who else did I play? I played Venom occasionally. So I don't just play like Ryu and your typical, Captain America. I don't play that sort of style. I like to go out and branch and just play as many different characters as I can. And that's the thing I really liked about MVC2, is that I had to learn how to play these new characters. And there was a lot of them. And some of them played similar, and some of them played really odd, because they were different from different fighting franchises. So, now MVC3. Roster dramatically reduced. Which I would be fine with had they, made every single character, awesome, or most of the characters awesome. Turns out, character roster sucks. Let's see. Let's see what they got on the Capcom side. 2 Devil May Cry characters. No. Get rid of that. No one wants that. The only people that are happy about that are Devil May Cry fanboys. Ryu, of course. Can we, not have a fighting game with Ryu? I know that's, never gonna happen ever. But, Ryu needs to take a back seat or something. Bring in someone else to, share the spotlight or something. But, that's beyond my control. Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, man, take that crusty old fucking, throw him in the trash. We don't want him. Mike Hager, which I'm a huge Final Fight fan, but he probably looks like not that fun of a character to play. So even the character I really wanted to play doesn't even look that fun to play. And on the Marvel side, oh my god, what a massacre. She-Hulk? X-23? Are you kidding me? No. Get that crusty shit out of here. and the character roster was stupid. I have no interest in playing any of those characters. Some of them look fun to play. Deadpool looks fun to play, but worth picking up, putting down $60 for. And so character roster gets a thumbs down. Okay, now of course it's all about gameplay. And at first look, if you've played Tatsunoko, it looks very similar to Tatsunoko. It's made by the same guy. What's his name? Ritsuma. I met him, but I don't fucking remember his name because it's impossible to remember. And so, at first look, it looks like Tatsunoko. You have a three. I played a little bit at like an in-store demo. So I know a little bit of what I'm talking about, but don't say, oh, because you've never played the game, you don't know what you're talking about. Because I definitely do, because I know shit tons more about fighting games than you ever will. So you can shut the fuck up. But so, as I was saying, okay, you have the 3 attacks. The thing that pisses me off, is no longer is it there's a punch button and a kick button, this was a problem with Tatsunoko too, but this is unacceptable in Marvel, which is an established fighting game franchise. You can't just change up the game like that. No longer is there punch or kick buttons, but now you have light attack, medium attack, and heavy attack. And that's it. And then there's a launch button, and then you have assist buttons for your characters. So essentially, it's like a watered down version of Marvel. The thing, for me personally, fighting games really, nail it when I know what a punch is going to be, and I know what a kick is going to be. And so therefore, I can kind of plan. I can go punch, kick, I want to sweep them or something, do a sweep the leg, like Karate Kid or something. I can kind of think. You kind of have to change your style of thinking for MVC3, and it's not necessarily. I think it's a little bit simplistic. The thing I see going on a lot when I watch videos, and I didn't just watch the trailers, I watched other people, random gameplay videos, as much as I possibly could before, I went into this video, because I'm kind of exposing a target on my back with this video if you're an MVC3 fan. But I see a lot of you'll attack them on the ground, you'll launch them up in the air, and then you'll hit them down. You'll try to go for a cross up, which is where they'll be standing here, let's say they're looking one way, and you'll try to attack them, so you can hit them while you're coming down, and then you can attack them from behind. So that's like a cross up pretty much as I can explain it. And so I see a lot of cross ups going on and stuff, and a lot of mashing guys in the corner. And it just looks really watered down and simplistic. For me, a fighting game, a perfect fighting game, or a near perfect fighting game, is Melty Blood Actress again. Because of how many different play styles you can have in this game, and the complexity. A fighting game should never be, trying to get new people into the game, trying to be, simplistic, trying to be... Because that's where you lose what makes fighting games so fun, is the fact that you're losing that complexity, and you're losing that edge. And this game, you can play if you want to play offensively and be launching people in the air, you can do that. But if you want to go offensively and play on the ground, you can do that. If you want to play defensively, hit them up in the air and do that, you can do that. If you want to play defensively and go up against the ground, you can do that. Or you can do everything you want. This game allows for that sort of play style and flexibility, and at the same time maintains its sort of complexity with all these different, you can do different styles. There's 3 different styles you can do. There's a whole bunch of different buttons you can hit, and they all have different functions. And it's just, I don't get bored of this game. It's on my TV right now. I paused it to make this video. And Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I'm sorry. I'm tired of them trying to dumb this stuff down. They dumbed down Street Fighter 4 enough. They don't need to keep dumbing down fighting game franchises. Bring back the Marvel of olden days. Give me my punches and kicks back. And don't, make all of these characters and then, oh, we're going to charge you for DLC characters, Jill and Shuma Gorath. They should be in the game. If it's within a month or 2 or 3, even 3 is the maximum I can see, and they're releasing DLC for the game already, you might as well, I'm not picking that up. There's no way. Why would I buy, MVC3 when there's new characters coming out and they're just going to make a super MVC3? I bet money on it. You heard it here first. And And it's just, I'm pissed off because the game is definitely not worth $60 in my opinion. The arcade mode is crusty. You fight Ultima or whatever that guy's name is at the end. Galactus, I think it is. If memory serves correctly, and it usually does or doesn't. I don't fucking know. And then you're treated to like some dumb ending. So like if you don't have any intention of playing this game online, don't pick it up because arcade mode is crusty. It's not worth it. $60 is a lot to ask, especially for a fighting game, because a fighting game really depends on how much you are going to play it for the value that you will get out of it. You can play it for 100 hours or 10 minutes, and that's all on you. And for me, this looks like the type of game like Tatsunoko. I thoroughly enjoyed Tatsunoko, but I was like, alright, I think I've seen everything that there is to do in this game, and that was the end of it. So, I mean, Marvel's definitely, if I was to, say what Marvel is, I think it's a more polished, a little bit more complex version of Tatsunoko. They took some stuff out, they added some more complex things in. It's a little bit more complex, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for, for a real fighting game enthusiast. That's not what I'm looking for in a game. And I'm not just going to pick it up because, it says Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on it. Sorry, I'll wait until it's more affordable and I can put down the amount of money I want. But anyway, guys, leave comments. If you agree, disagree, tell me why. I know there's going to be a lot of disagreements on this video, and that's perfectly fine. I welcome it. I enjoy it. And I'm going to go play some Melty Blood. And I will see you guys later. Take it easy.